welcome to The Current, where we discuss current events, things going on the news, in the media. We got a good one today.
Okay.
So there's an event going on. It's currently going on right now.
Okay.
A trial. Yes. The Johnny Depp trial.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah, yep. And he is suing her for defamation of character for $50 million because he's claiming he was a victim of abuse.
What type of abuse?
Physical abuse.
Was it some like emotional
spousal abuse,
yeah.
whatever they call it. I think they bucketed it all as that. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. The internet's blowing up over it.
I think she's countersuing him too.
Yeah, for
the
double.
same sort of thing for like double the amount. So
yeah.
Here's two Hollywood actors richer than the three of us will ever be combined.
I guess.
If
oh my God.
triple our lifetime salaries.
Yeah.
And you owe me $50 million.
No, well, you owe me 100.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, but he's lost work because of this, because of the things that she said in New York Post or New York Times. I don't remember which one. She put an op-ed in there and like completely lied about, I guess, according to him, lied about everything that happened, and it said he was the abuser and he did all this stuff, and he lost out on his Pirates of the Caribbean contract. Like they dropped him, so he finally said no, enough's enough.
A couple other things too.
Yeah, there's a couple other things in there that he lost. He's losing work and credibility in his arena of work.
Only he'd made enough money previous to that.
Yeah.
And was satisfied on the inside where he didn't need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he a musician as well?
Yeah, he does. He plays bass, I think. Bass or guitar, both, maybe.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He had a band at one point in time. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he still does. He shows up sometimes at concerts with big bands and plays with them, and yeah.
So what part of this do we want to discuss? Do we want to discuss the abuse part? Do we want to discuss the fact that in our culture today, men are presumed guilty until proven innocent in spousal sorts of things?
Especially in these types of cases.
Do we want to talk about, just this need to be right? What part of this
angle do we want to
mess
take?
Do we want to talk about?
I think we'll hit the second one. I think when you hear a case where it's a guy and a girl, he must have abused her. He was physically abusing her. He was beating her or whatever. You never think of it the other way around ever. If you hear two names, you're like, so he's beating her, huh? I mean, that's literally where my head goes every time.
Which could totally be, right? I have no idea. I know Johnny Depp in the past was quite the womanizer, so like he doesn't have this necessarily squeaky clean record.
No.
But
No.
I just think it's interesting that, like you said, anytime in a spousal sort of thing or parental rights sort of thing, the man's the bad guy. You don't even need to hear the case. That's just where it goes, and he has to defend his or prove his innocence. It's not innocent until proven guilty 90% of the time.
Right.
Which is interesting.
Well, it's probably that way because it's probably mostly been that way, but
True.
maybe not so much anymore, or there can be both ways. And we know there's always been certain cases where mothers leave their children. It was been very rare, and so I think that's why we probably think that way. But I do think that we should probably look at things a little bit more closely before we just assume certain things. But there are reasons why we assume, because most of the time
There has
that's
been
the way it
evidence.
is. But maybe not. When you brought that up, I just think, well, first of all, I love Captain Jack. Just one of my favorite. As far as this other guy who Captain Jack plays in real life, I don't know that much about him. And
You weren't a 21 Jump Street fan, or
Captain Jack plays in real life.
Yeah.
He is. Johnny Depp's the character.
Oh
Captain
yeah,
Jack's
he
the real
is
guy.
Captain Jack, and he's got to pretend to be this Johnny Depp guy the rest of the time.
Well, that explains why he's so drunk. All the mega pints he's drinking.
So,
Mega pint.
right off the bat, I don't know anything about this. However, I think some of the principles we can look at here is, generally speaking, it's Hollywood. Somebody's making money out of lying about it. We'll never know both sides of the truth. You'll never have any idea. And so we can only just sit here and guess. I will say this, that when people get, I don't know, when they separate or they get divorced, it's a hard thing. It's a difficult thing, but it goes over the line when they want to say, I want to hurt you. Now, that's just not good. I don't care if you're rich or poor or anything. That's just a principle that, and it sounds from what you guys are saying, they both want to do that. You're going to sue me for $50 million. I'm going to sue you for $100 million or whatever, if that's true. So that's probably the real negative thing in here. What's really interesting to me is how come when people get divorced, they can't say, because you're so damaging and because, we can't get along or whatever, I just don't want to see you anymore. Why is this? I want to take something from you, or I want to make you hurt, would tell me you're not over it. Because if you were over it, you wouldn't care. Go away. Just go away. What do you want? 50 million to go away? Here's 75. I don't ever want to see you again. Why the fight? I want to make you hurt? That is a human characteristic, that there's not forgiveness there, and they will carry that on. You know what? You'll make more money. Just move on. It to me is the thing. So I don't know. They obviously want to hurt each other. It's just a broken humanity, I guess. And it seems like when people have more money, they do you think they'd have enough to just say, I don't care. Here's 50 million. Go away.
Yeah. I made enough in the previous 5 Pirates movies to not need another dollar the rest of my life.
I could have stopped at the first one, probably, and it
Stopped
would have
after
been
the
fine.
first, and every other movie I'd made up to that point.
Right, right.
Well, I find it as, I don't know much about it, but over the last probably been 2 years leading up to this point of accusations both way. They'd show pictures of Johnny Depp with something happened to his finger, like a little bit of a bruise on his face or something. Part of me just wanted to be like, dude, you're like a 50-year-old man with, I don't know how old she is, but like a woman. Just can you just like walk away? Like, really? So she slapped you? Aren't you a man?
Yeah.
Can't you just walk away and not deal with that anymore? I don't understand the whole suing concept over. I mean, I don't know how far the physical abuse went, but from what the pictures I've seen seemed so minuscule, and like she called me bad names and she wrote something bad about me. Like, put your pants on and go back to work somewhere else. I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Why can't he just say, you will always remember this as the day you almost hurt Captain Jack Sparrow?
Yeah. Wow.
And walk away.
I think there's
done.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
know.
mental, on the mental side of it, the emotional, mental abuse going on, as what I've seen as far as that goes from her side
After
to him.
After the 10th time she said something mean to him. I don't know. What was the line?
Remember this as the day you almost hurt Captain Jack Sparrow.
I don't know. I mean, granted, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not a counselor, psychologist. I've never been through emotional abuse, right? So like I have a very limited perspective. But I would think if you see things trending that way and you feel 5th time, 6th time hurt by what they're saying, leave.
Right. Yeah.
Why did it ever get to this point? I don't know. The whole trial and everything about it, from the black eye to abuse to her op-ed, are like, none of it makes sense to me. And there have been plenty of other famous Hollywood actors who have not worked out together and gotten divorced and just gone on their merry ways. I don't know. I don't understand what's happening here.
I guess it's from what I've taken from it, it seems to be more of I'm getting blacklisted in Hollywood because of what she's saying, so I'm not going to work anymore. So I've got to fix this so I could continue to work, which again goes back to how much do you need?
Well, and to me, it just seems like, and we all know what this is like. When somebody hurts us emotionally or takes advantage of us or lies about us, we want to, our natural instinct is to want to hurt them back, want to prove it. I want to show you what you did, and it turns into a fight. Forgiveness would take care of all of this. You know what? This is not healthy for me. It's happened more than once. This is not going to change. I need to get you out of my life.
Yeah.
But where the other stuff comes from is just non-forgiveness. That's what all it is. It's just unforgiveness creates in us this desire to get back at somebody.
If only there was some sort of instruction out there.
Yeah.
About
That would be good. You should write
Or
a
if
book.
there was something that would change everything. You know? I don't know.
Or if there was some book where you could say, what does this book say about this? And
I better go find that book.
yeah,
I never heard of it.
It's a good book.
Is it a bestseller
I
worldwide?
think the
Bestseller worldwide. The whole like blacklisted sort of thing. Even if he wins this trial, you think that's going to change things? I don't think so.
I
You look at cancel culture in our world today, and once people's minds are made and the perception that whatever happened, who was the quarterback that was in dogfighting?
the guy from
Vic.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Great football player. Just fantastic, right? I don't think he's in the HOF, and I don't think he's ever going to be in the HOF.
No.
Because of that. I mean, he was guilty on it, so I know there's a little bit different, but like now it doesn't matter anything else he did. He's labeled as this, rightly so, dog, whatever, evil sort of thing. People's perceptions are going to change, even if he's proven innocent. So what? I don't know. The best way, if he felt this way about being, the best way would have been forgive, move on,
And walk away.
I'm going to take some
His
other maybe
reputation-
minor roles, and I will build my reputation back.
I got a better example.
That was a pretty terrible one.
O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
He was
I'm
innocent.
I'm not sure
He
that's
was-
a better example.
He was proven innocent in a court of law.
Yep.
Everybody knows he did it.
You know,
I didn't mean to spoil anything for you, but
Yeah.
O.J. did it.
I think though,
There's
even
some
though
conspiracy
if
theories out
somebody
there that
if somebody was saying things bad about you, and you just didn't respond or went on your merry way and just say, I forgive them, I hope they feel better, people are generally much more willing to drop it or even question the accusations if you don't overreact. If you don't react to
Absolutely.
them, people will start to wonder, is that really true? Because his character doesn't look like that.
Yep.
Looks like he's taking the high road, and that would be fine. But I also see something in culture, and maybe it's just kind of one side of culture, but it doesn't matter how bad people are or whatever. If they entertain me or I like them, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
care. I don't
true.
care your morality. I don't care what you did. I like your acting. I'll still go to your movies.
Dance
You know?
clown. Yeah. Yep.
And
Hey,
I
well,
see that, you see that in basketball all the time. I mean, these people are thugs, some of
Professional
them.
sports.
But and
in general.
Well, we'll talk bad about him, but we certainly want him on the team. And
but
we're
I
gonna
want
watch
his
him play.
jersey.
Yeah,
And he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole, I mean, not anybody specifically, but that was the reason why I stopped watching the NFL 2 years ago.
but most people didn't.
But most people didn't
No.
because, well, I can't. It's football. I just love this team. This is what I grew up
Mm-hmm.
with. I know, but they're being stupid.
Yeah.
They're being wrong. They're pushing an agenda that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you continue to support that?
They entertain me. I'll overlook all the evil because I just want to be entertained. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, if I went off of moral compass for a music guy, so if I went off a moral compass of all the musicians that I listen to, I
would have
listen.
no
I would
albums at
listen.
home.
I would listen to 4 artists probably, and that's about it. I'd have to give all my records away. Like I can't listen to any of these. All my Bill Cosby records gone. All my, all of them. And not that I play them, but I still have them.
You
Had
can
'em
listen
since I was
to
a
Bob.
kid. I could listen to Bob. I have some Bob albums, so I could listen to Bob.
Yeah.
That'd be.
Even if he was morally good, still wouldn't want to listen to Bob.
Yeah.
I have a cat at my house if I want to hear that.
Step on the tail. There it is.
Oh.
Tangled up in blue. Yeah, I got it. Sing it. Bob. You can call it Bob.
Wait. Forgive you, Dave. Forgive you, Shane.
It was in my head. It was in my head.
I could see the thought bubble forming.
I don't know if I should say it without explanation, so I didn't.
I got you.
Yeah. Usually when Kevin gets quiet, that's what he's thinking.
That's it right
That's
there.
usually it. All right. Cool. All right.
So forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
It's a hard thing, but does forgiveness change everything?
It changes. It changes a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It changes a lot.
It changes us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's a perspective change for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's currently what's going on. What else is going on currently?
Wait, what else did you hear? So there's no more Captain Jack. Is that what?
Correct. He lost.
No.
He lost that.
Yeah, there's no more of that. There's more Pirates coming out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new Pirates movie in the works.
Without Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, it's a female-led cast. That's not a joke.
Why?
We're not trying to get you going again. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely threw in that line
Yeah.
for that purpose.
Yeah.
Did you
but
know?
it is a fact, right?
Did you know that America was founded, defended, and succeeded because of a 14-year-old girl? That's what the history books say now. But anyway, we won't go there. Okay?
Wow.
That's not a current event. Let's.
Wow,
Wow.
That's a get our account deleted event. What are you doing?
Whoa. Forgive.
Wow. And we're full circle. All right, let's get out of
There
here
we go.
before we lose everything. All right. So yeah, we'll keep going on current events as long as there are current events to be talked about.
Well, then we're in luck.
Yeah. Because it tends to be every week. All right, cool. See you next time.